What's up, everybody? Eldridge Bell here doing another preview. This week is going to be AFC Championship game, the Broncos versus the Patriots. And one thing I'm actually shocked about, social media and national pundits, most people are picking the Patriots when they're away, and they haven't historically done well in Denver. I'm just perplexed. Like, have the Patriots been that dominant and the Broncos have been that mediocre? Now, don't get me wrong, the offense has struggled. Peyton Manning didn't look especially good against the Steelers, but he didn't look terrible. I'm not going to say he looked terrible. But I just think, like, does everybody forget about how great that defense is for the Broncos? And I'm not even a Broncos fan, Raiders fan. And I'm just shocked. Now, with that said, how do I think this game is going to go? Honestly, I could very well see this being a back and forth game, shootout type deal. And that sounds kind of counterintuitive, especially considering the fact that the Broncos have I think, top 3 defense in the National Football League. But somehow I just think it's going to be like not like a 45-50 kind of blow, but maybe like a, I don't know, 27-21 kind of shootout, if you will. But the one thing I feel that the Broncos have in their favor is how well they tackle for on every level, from the defensive line, the linebackers, especially the linebackers. They don't miss a lot of tackles, and their DBs, the safeties, they do very well at tackling. They don't miss a lot of tackles, and I think that's the one thing you have to do against the Patriots, namely Julian Edelman and Danny Amendola and Gronkowski. Now, Gronkowski's a little different situation because the dude's just a monster. Like, that dude is like, he lifts weights for fun and just demoralizes DBs and linebackers. But with Julian Edelman, I feel a lot of people play him wrongly. A lot of people play off of him because maybe he's so quick. But I feel like you should jam him up close at the line of scrimmage and see how that disrupts his timing. And don't give him 3 or 4 yard cushions, because a lot of times, and this is not to take away from Edelman and how good he is, because he is a very legit receiver. He doesn't get a lot of pub in terms of like how great he is in terms of top 5 receivers, but I think he's up there, at least top 10. But press him at the line of scrimmage. Disrupt that timing between him and Tom Brady. That's how I think you should guard Julian Edelman and Danny Amendola. A lot of people play off, so they're getting those quick crossing routes and get those quick slants. No, punish him at the line. Beat him up. Gronkowski, I would probably just double him, because we've seen years and years and years. When he's healthy, he's hard to take down with just one guy. So I think that's the one thing that the Broncos have in their favor is tackling. And if they play press against these receivers, I think they have a good chance of beating the Patriots, because I really don't fear their running game. I know James White, who went to the University of Wisconsin, by the way. James White, he's very good in space as a receiver out the backfield, but I don't really fear Bolden especially against this defense. So I think the defense has a huge advantage over the Patriots offense. And one thing that they should take advantage of, they shouldn't blitz a lot, because I feel that the defensive line can get there with just their front, especially with DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller coming off the edges against that weak Patriots line. So beat up Tom Brady, because that's the one thing you do to Tom Brady. If you're able to beat him up and hit him early and often, he will miss those marks and he'll start hearing footsteps. Just look at what the New York Giants did in both their Super Bowls. Beat him up, and they have a prime situation considering how weak that offensive line is for the Patriots. Now, what do the Patriots need to do against Tom Brady, against Peyton Manning? Honestly, first of all, you want to stop the run, okay? C.J. Anderson, Ronnie Hillman, they've had timely yards. They hadn't really had breakout games, but they've had timely yards in crucial situations. So if you can stop the run and force Peyton Manning to throw a lot, because just like the Patriots offensive line, the Denver Broncos offensive line is kind of suspect. So if you have to have those long developing routes, you can get to Peyton Manning. Maybe have an assortment of creative blitzes where you're bringing safeties, you're bringing linebackers, anything to get to Peyton Manning. Because just like Tom Brady, if he gets hit early and often, he'll start hearing footsteps. And guess what? Outside of that, outside of that one miracle play where it's not really a miracle play. It's just kind of everyone thought he gave himself up when he went down and came back up and actually had a huge first down conversion. He usually Peyton Manning just goes down like a lame duck, and we all know that. So if you can punish Peyton Manning just like Tom Brady, I think this will work. Also, you want to beat up the receivers for the Denver Broncos because let's be honest, the Denver Broncos have been prone to drops, and a lot of drops this year. So if you can beat them up and get in the head, get their confidence shaken, that's huge for the Patriots. So those are my I guess keys to victory for both teams. And with that said, who do I think is going to win this game? Ah, hell with it. I hate the Patriots. Go Broncos. Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'd rather see the Broncos go to the Super Bowl than the Patriots. I'm sorry. I just call me a Patriot hater. I am. I still haven't forgiven them for the 2001 Tuck rule, but whatever. I'm seeing counseling, and hopefully I'll get over it in 10 years or whatever. Anyway, I think the Broncos will win because their defense is a lot better than the Patriots defense, and I just think that Peyton Manning, he's due. He's due for one. He's due for one because the ironic thing with this matchup is Peyton Manning, conversely, with Tom Brady. Tom Brady has always had a good defense earlier on in his career. He's had Lawyer Malloy, Ty Law, Willie McGinnis, Vince Wilfork, and a assortment of other players. Nikovic is a very, very good linebacker. Vrabel. There's a whole bunch of players who made plays, and Peyton Manning, for most of his career, going back to the Colts, he's always had to put up at least 27 points every game in order for the Colts to win. And he's really only had Bob Sanders, who couldn't stay healthy, but when he was healthy, they were dominant. He's had Dwight Freeney, Robert Mathis, but he's never really had on every level a great defense. And this is ironic because this year the defense has had to carry Peyton Manning because, as we all know, Peyton Manning has struggled with his health and he hasn't played really well because of his health. But he has a great defense, and I just find it ironic that maybe in order for the Broncos to win this game, maybe the defense has to shoulder most of the load. Maybe they have to put the team on their back, conversely. But with that said, I kind of want this to be a situation where Peyton Manning can actually be vintage Peyton Manning for just one game. Just one game. Because so many people say Tom Brady is so much better than Peyton Manning because of the rings, obviously, and what he does with limited receivers, which he does deserve credit. Tom Brady is a beast. But I just want them to when both of the teams are even, I want Peyton Manning to see what he can do when the tables are even and he doesn't have to carry the entire team like he's done in previous matchups. So, with that said, going with the Broncos, that defense is stupid legit. I just think there'll be too much for Tom Brady in that offensive line. So, with that said, let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Patriots are just going to win this game handedly? Or do you think it's going to be a close game like, I don't know, 7-10? Or do you think it's going to be a shootout, 27-21 like I said? Anyway, leave comments. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll do another preview video for the NFC side between the Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals a little bit later today. Thanks for watching, boys and girls, and don't forget to subscribe.